indefinite strike of the doctors are ongoing. I am at AIIMS hospital right now, and the common sentiment is the fact that hospitals are supposed to be the safest place for anyone and everyone, but that is not the case for the doctors themselves. The basic safety protocols such as the street lights, enough changing rooms, CCTV cameras, all these basic things like sufficient security forces within the hospital premises are lacking in some of the hospitals, medical hospitals and colleges. Although the doctors are claiming that Delhi is relatively safe in terms of the infrastructure for women, but if we go to the outskirts in the NCR regions, it gets worse. The infrastructure for women in these hospitals gets worse. I am joined by the Federation of Residents Doctors Association Executive Dr. Bhavna. Dr. Bhavna, tell me, what is the main demand right now? How safe is it for women doctors when they are on their night duty? How safe is it here in AIIMS and also the neighboring hospitals in Delhi?
Yes, so as we all know about that incident, and we all have started introspecting on ourselves. Like earlier, before this moment, we never used to really think about how much security and safety mean to us. We were all busy in our duties all this while, and this is the time that has come down to reflecting on this matter, and we realize that we in AIIMS are in a very good position at the moment, but that doesn't mean that sitting with a privilege gives us a choice of not being a part of this movement. We are sitting here and we are requesting and urging all the other hospitals to try. I won't say that we are perfect, but we are definitely better than the rest of the country.
What are the facilities that should be mandatorily put in place in other hospitals to ensure better safety for women?
See, first is the sentiment that we think that in general the public or the people around should be worried or should be scared of thinking of committing any crime towards any women. And hospital is considered one of the safest place, considering it is a busy place to be. But what an authority or an administration can do in this situation is to definitely provide a safe room, safe duty doctor room, well guarded wards, and the guards outside of the building, restricted entries to outsiders, and the well lit corridors and well lit street lights.
We often see that patients come to the hospital because they're certainly, it comes with grief and they get overwhelmed. They take certain physical action on the doctors. So how important is it to, how important is this Central Protection Act is to ensure the safety of doctors?
Yes, so I would like to say that these two matters are slightly different but coexistent. In a way that one is about a doctor on duty, a resident on duty, and being safe on an everyday basis. The other is an agitation from a public, which we're seeing commonly happening around all over the country. I think we have lost sensitivity towards it. It is like an everyday news now. So Central Protection Act is to push that and to push that sentiment that no form of attack can be tolerated on any health professional in the country.
And about this heinous, gruesome crime against this postgraduate woman doctor in RJ Kaur Hospital, what is your main demand right now? I mean, we understand that the Kolkata police investigation is ongoing, but other doctors are also asking for a CBI inquiry. Why is that so important?
See, we have the CBI, and why are we pushing for it is that we have got the news from our friends in Kolkata, our colleagues in Kolkata, that there's a lot of politicization of the matter, and that we understand the stakeholders, and there's a lot of conflict of interest with the state government. So no policy, I would say, investigation will be transparent if the stakeholders are, maybe they have a conflict of interest.
Right.
So we're looking for a central authority to deal with this, and who is better than CBI to do that.
Right.
So,
Right. Thank you, Shreya, for getting us those voices.